Good afternoon, everybody. It's good to have you here on this Monday, the last Monday of August. Welcome to all of you on Zoom, hanging out with me, and to all of you joining us online or on the BetOff app. So good to be together. And we are just a minute, less than a minute now from getting started for our midday meditation. And this is my invitation for you to sit back, to relax, to close your eyes, and to gently and simply just become aware of the sensations of the breath. To place your attention there as best you can at the exclusion of everything else. I often say that it feels sometimes that awareness is like a flashlight. And most of the time it lights up the minds and the thoughts. And meditation is the moment where we try to pry the flashlight away from the mind and let it rest with the breath, and keeping the light shining on the breath for the duration of our meditation. So here we go. As we come together to sit in this virtual meditation hall, I invite you, if you so choose, to join me in a shalom chant. And after the chant, we let the body recover the natural flow of its own breath. Never intervening, trying to control the breath. Just stepping back as awareness. The awareness that is always already here. So it's not like we're really doing anything. We're just being what we always are, though we may forget or get distracted. We are the flashlight. aware of all that is here right now. And especially aware of the breath. As it comes in and as it goes out. Natural breath. I'd like to invite you, if you so choose. I also say if you so choose because maybe you have a preferred meditation practice, and by all means, do that. Use this 30 minutes as your framework, as your commitment to yourself. And then inside of it, practice what you connect to the best. Every day I offer a different modality, but that doesn't mean that you have to follow it. It's just an offering. And today I'd love to offer my favorite, Hineni meditation. So for the next few minutes, I will remind you, for those of you who have done it 1,000 times with me, or introduce you if you're here for the first time. Always our base is this deep relaxation. And our focus is always on the breath to begin with, just to center ourselves. And the Hineni meditation is very simple. As you are able to stay with the breath, watch the incoming breath and watch the outgoing breath. I invite you in the space. You will notice there is a space at the end of the out breath and before the in breath. There's a little space, like a little pause. A natural pause, nothing we have to do, it's just there. And in that space, in that pause, I invite you to let the word in Hebrew gently come up. Hineni. Hineni means I am here. One Hebrew word, 3 English words. And the point is we remain simply aware of the breath. And in that gap between the out breath and the next in breath, just call up, Hineni, I am here. Here's the caveat though. You can only affirm, I am here, if you've been here, truly, for both the in breath and the out breath. that you haven't been distracted, that you haven't lost yourself into this thought or that thought, or this fantasy or that imagining, or whatever the mind loves to put in front of us. So if you've been really, truly able to observe, just observe the breath as it came in and as it went out, in that gap, like a little pat on the back, say to yourself, I am here, Hineni. We'll do that for a few minutes, and then I'll add one more thing before we step fully into the silence. But for now, just practice, and practice with compassion. You may get distracted. We all get distracted. That's okay. Simply, gently, with great compassion, come back to the breath coming in and going out. Don't beat yourself up. Don't tell yourself you're the worst meditator that ever lived. You're not. In fact, you're not even meditating. You're just observing the breath. Maybe you want to call it meditating. You can call it also just observing the breath. So be kind to yourself. And gently come back. This breath coming in. This breath going out. Hineni. I am here. Notice perhaps the achiever self who really wants to do it well and right. Really watching the breath coming in. Really watching the breath going out. Just pay attention to the achiever self. Oftentimes it comes online when we're given some task to do. And it's okay. If it's there, notice it. And if you can, just rest back. more open, less worried about whether you're going to make it today or not, or this moment or this breath. Hineni, I am here. So simple. So here's the addition, and then we'll get into the silence. It's just a little shift. Next time you say Hineni, I am here, try to imagine that it's not your separate self, your ego saying, I am here. But in fact, awareness itself. Awareness itself coming to know its own presence. Not you. Not you, separate person, persona, but simply awareness itself. That is aware of the breath coming in. That is aware of the breath going out. And simply recognizes its presence, saying, Hineni, I am here. It's like a shift from what we might call small mind to big mind. Like it's no longer a flashlight, it's a floodlight. The floodlight of awareness. Hineni, I am here. And gently we let go of our practice, taking a couple of deeper breaths perhaps as we transition out of our meditation, and letting the body stretch if need be. We'll close, as always, with Shalom, and as always, we dedicate our practice to all beings and pray that all beings might find that Shalom, that wholeness, that peace, that harmony in their heart and in their lives. Wadani, thank you all.
Moda Ani.
Moda Ani, thanks.
Modiani, thanks.
Udani, thank you.
Ani, thank you.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.